Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report so wild it involves stock splits and potential shareholder facepalms. Get ready for the Klotho Neurosciences Inc. saga. Basically, they had a meeting to vote on changing their stock structure, possibly shrinking the number of shares you own. It's called a reverse stock split, and it can be a bit of a roller coaster, so let's dig in. If you are interested in more in-depth insights into corporate filings, make sure to subscribe and join our Discord community. You can find the link in the description below. This report is called an 8K, which companies file to announce major events. In this case, it's about a vote that happened on May 28, 2025. The company we are looking at is Klotho Neurosciences Inc. They are located in Omaha, Nebraska. The main point of this report is about a vote. Specifically, the company's stockholders voted on whether or not to approve an amendment or change to the company's rules. This change would allow them to do a reverse stock split. Now, what is a reverse stock split? It is like taking those small slices and combining them into fewer, bigger slices. You still have the same amount of pizza, but it looks different. In the stock market, it means the company reduces the number of available shares and each remaining share becomes worth more. The company proposed a reverse stock split with a ratio between 1 for fee and 1 for 50. This means that for every 2 to 50 shares you own, they could become just 1 share. The exact number would be decided by the company's board of directors. On April 8, 2025, which was the date to determine who could vote, there were about 28.5 million shares of Klotho Neurosciences. During the meeting, people who owned about 20 million of those shares showed up to vote, either in person or by proxy, which is like sending someone else to vote for you. The most important question was whether or not to approve the reverse stock split. Let's look at how people voted. I'll vote screw. Here is the financial table. About 19 million shares voted for the reverse stock split. About 1.3 million shares voted against it. Only 562 shares abstained, which basically means they didn't vote at all. So Tav 2's reverse stock split was approved because more people voted for it than against it. Since the reverse stock split was approved, there was no need to vote on another proposal, which would have been about postponing the meeting to get more votes. It wasn't necessary. Scroll item DocMine 9.01 financial statements and exhibits. You scroll, this last part of the report is about including additional documents, but there's nothing too interesting here. Just the usual legal stuff. Now let's put this all together and talk about what it means. Klotho Neurosciences wanted to do a reverse stock split and the shareholders agreed. Why would a company do this? Well, there are a few reasons. Sometimes a company's stock price is very low and they want to increase it to attract investors or meet stock exchange requirements. Think of it like this. If a stock is trading for pennies, some big investors might not be interested. But if the company reduces the number of shares, the price per share goes up. However, reverse stock splits can be a bit of a red flag. It could mean the company is struggling and is trying to make its stock look more attractive. It doesn't necessarily mean the company is in trouble, but it's something to keep an eye on. In this case, shareholders seem to agree. And so what's the takeaway? Klotho Neurosciences is making a move to restructure its stock. Reverse stock split can have various impacts, both positive and negative, and it's not always a sign of strength. Here are some considerations that might be on investors' minds. If this company's overall strategy is to become more attractive to institutional investors and meet listing requirements of bigger exchanges, this could be the right move. However, the company also risks alienating or diluting existing shareholders who might see their holdings reduced. Alright, that's our breakdown of Klotho Neurosciences' latest filing. What do you think about this reverse stock split? Is it a smart move or a sign of trouble? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord channel in the description for more in-depth discussions and insights. Thanks for watching and see you next time.